badly. You know, I didn't get knocked out or nothing, thank God. But you know, on August, I'm ready to. Hopefully, on August we'll have a match, and I'll be ready to get back in the ring.
We've seen on Instagram that you've posted a bunch of videos, right? You're back in the gym. You're obviously kind of pushing that message that you're training hard. Can you say hand on heart now that you're the dedicated fighter that you always thought you should be?
I am, you know, and I know Manny Robles was talking stuff that I didn't do this, I didn't do that in the gym, and I admitted it, you know, and in the fight as well. But now there needs to be a new Andy. There needs to be a new change. So that's why I kind of wanted to change trainers and, you know, just stay focused. And, you know, I made history and I want to make history again. So.
You refer to the comments by Manny Robles. We're just going to, for the viewers' interest, just so that they know what you're talking about as well. Here's what he had to say.
He doesn't listen. You know, Andy doesn't listen. Andy doesn't listen to anybody. And, you know, so Andy's a great guy, man. He's a great fighter. But he's got to hold himself, he's got to learn to hold himself accountable. You know what I mean? He's got to learn and look and stare at himself in the mirror and say, hey, listen, I need to change. You know, because it's easier to point fingers. It's, like I said, it's easy to remove people and say, well, it was his fault, it was his fault. No, it's your fault. Take the blame yourself and grow up.
I mean, this was your guy in your corner, right? Did that hurt?
It did hurt a little bit, you know, and he just said to tell the truth and admit it, and that's exactly what I did after the fight, you know. I admitted it, I told the camera crew and all that, but, you know, things happen. I'm not the first fighter to change trainers, you know, so I think this is going to be a good change for me, and, you know, wherever I'm going to go, as long as I put my 100% effort, everything's going to come out great.
So was it your decision to part ways? Because that was something that was kind of rumored to be, there were lots of different sources and ideas.
It was our decision. It was a whole team decision, you know, and I didn't really want this to happen, but it just happened, and you know, it's nothing else more to say, just to train hard and.
Did you hold him responsible? Did you think that he was in part responsible for the loss? Because otherwise, I guess the question is, you know, why part ways?
No, I didn't think it was his fault or nothing, you know, because he just said that I wasn't listening, that I wasn't training hard, and that's.
He admitted it. Now, look at this right here. This is from Eli Sekback, and he's with Alex Ruiz. This is recent. He looks like he, you know, look at his neck, you know. He's definitely slimmer. He's working in the camp of Eddie Reynoso, trainer of the year, even though I think it should have been Derek James nonetheless. Still trainer of the year. They got Oscar Valdez, Ryan Garcia, Canelo, Martinez. Who else is over there? Frank Sanchez. Some say maybe it's these, you know, he doing like Instagram shit, like posing. I don't know. He looks smaller than me, man. You know what I don't like that YouTubers do? They be like manipulating for their thumbnails. Manipulating like thumbnails. Make a motherfucker look smaller and bigger and shit. But I don't know. Them angles don't look photoshopped to me. He looks smaller. He looks smaller. He looks significant. Look, he looks significantly smaller, bro. So now on to the big shit right here. Now listen to this. Let's go back down memory lane one more time. One more time.
Sir, man, this fight is such a great fight, man. These guys poured their hearts out tonight.
For those who don't know, of course you probably know, this is Chris Arreola. Has Chris Arreola ever been world champion? I'm supposed to know this. He hasn't, has he? The closest he got was Bermane Stavern and Klitschko. Years and years and years and years and years back, I watched Chris Arreola versus Vitaly Klitschko, thinking that Chris Arreola had the chance to make Vitaly Klitschko quit. Boy, was I wrong. I even thought that he would beat the smaller Tomas Adamek. I was wrong. He has been around for a long-ass time. I was very happy he put an end to the hype job Seth Mitchell. Seth Mitchell was supposed to be Deontay Wilder before Deontay Wilder. But don't get me started. Like, Wilder's so much better than fucking Seth Mitchell. He is 39 years old, coming off of a loss. Last win of some significance was when he defeated Seth Mitchell back in 2013. Last fight in August the 3rd of 2019 against Adam Kownacki, who would then go on to lose to Robert Helenius. 38-6-1 with 33 KOs. He will be 40 years old this March the 5th, 2021. 40 years old. Let's go look at some highlights from his last fight.
Kownacki and Arreola go the distance.
Difficult to stop this man to my left.
Chris is an Aztec warrior. He's a Mexican. Mexican's a great nation. They're great fighters. I knew it was going to be a tough 12 rounds. That's what I prepared for. And we proved it with the copy box numbers that I was ready for that many rounds.
Yeah, and you did so on the inside. The guy's calling this like a fight in a phone booth, a very close proximity throughout the entire night. He did, in the 5th round, reach and touch his hand. Appeared that we saw that maybe he was injured. Did you see that at any point? Did you think you had him hurt at any point?
I knew he was a little bit shaking it off. I tried to follow it up, but I was throwing 2 punches instead of 3, 4. If I did that, it would have been maybe a knockout, but Chris is a great fighter. So congrats to him for staying up 12 rounds. And like I said before, age is just a number. He's 38 and proves he still could hang. I don't know if he will retire because after a fight like that, I'm sure the fans will like to see him again.
We're going to talk to Chris in just a second, and I would agree with you on that. You have a baby on the way the end of this month. The last time we stood in this ring, you announced that. What would you like next? And with the way things are shaking out in this heavyweight division, you've got Deontay here ringside. He's, of course, got a couple of rematches. Anything can happen, as we've seen with Andy Ruiz. What would you like to do next?
I just got to keep training hard, keep getting better, keep sharpening my skills, and see what the future holds. You know, I got to get better. Hopefully next year I get a title shot, and we'll see what happens.
Well, congratulations on an incredible win here in front of your home fans, and good luck with that baby boy later this month. All right, let's head over to Chris, the Nightmare Arreola. Chris, as Adam just said, you really can't retire after a performance like that, can you?
I'm sorry?
You really can't retire after a performance like that, can you?
You know what, this is really something that I really have to talk to my family, Al, and Joe about, because I honestly feel like it's about time. And I gave him all this fight. I really let it all hang out. Even after breaking my hand, I kept fighting because I believed I could win. So after this, I need some time off and figure things out, because I really, I don't know if I could go through this again.
You know, Deontay was calling you the gatekeeper in this division.
Yeah.
What did you see from Adam Kownacki?
Y'all listening to this shit? He was about to retire, and he's about to headline a pay-per-view. Are y'all listening to this? Bruh, what is going on? It's about to be you about to pay $75 for this guy. 75 bones, quid for him. The dream has really become a nightmare. $75 for 2 fighters coming off of a loss? That's bananas.
After this, I need some time off and figure things out, because I really, I don't know if I could go through this again.
You know, Deontay was calling you the gatekeeper in this division.
Yeah.
What did you see from Adam Kownacki? You having been through the best, you fought for the title 3 times. How would you assess him as a heavyweight?
Relentless. Someone that just keeps coming. You know, I know I cracked him with some good punches. He got me with some good punches, but he's just a relentless fighter that just kept coming. And, you know, I was ready. I was more than ready to go all 12, as you guys can see. You know, some little setbacks, but regardless, congratulations to Kownacki, because he came in here and he won the fight.
You said you really worked on your defense. It showed tonight. You put on an impressive performance that you can be proud of. We hope we see you back in this ring again soon.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to Fox. Thank you to Barclays. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Joe.
Like, wait a minute. Am I? Now, I buy the pay-per-views. I'm going to be here covering it. I'm going to cover the shoulder content if they have any shoulder content for it. I'm going to be on the media conference call. I'm going to be on the Zoom call. I'm going to stream the final press conference, the weigh-in. Hell, they're going to have post-fight content. I'm going to be here too. But for you, the people, for I am the voice of you and the beacon and shit, I can't tell you how to pay $75 for this shit. $75? Okay, well, after taxes too? This is bizarro world. This is crazy. You know, you couldn't give me, right? You couldn't even be like, all right, well, he's not even a former world champion. You couldn't give me, let's scrape the barrel. No disrespect to the fighters, but you couldn't give me Ruiz versus Charles Martin on pay-per-view. Charles Martin headlined a high-profile pay-per-view over in the UK. Former IBF champion. If you really want to talk about it, y'all couldn't give us Ruiz versus Wilder. Why? But y'all give us this? This ain't right. This ain't right. And you know what it feels like to me? It feels like it's pandering to my Hispanic people. Once again, I'm half black, half Irish, half Hispanic, and I found out last week from Ancestry.com that I got a little bit of Turkish wolf blood in me. The point I'm trying to make is like, yo, people not dumb. In this social media age, that shit's bright. It's almost like I said earlier in the video, they like, yo, you motherfuckers, we dog dare you to stream. Y'all want a pay-per-view? We got a pay-per-view for you. Now I understand the business of it. Andy Ruiz commands a lot of money. And Andy Ruiz fighting on free TV Fox making what? How much is Andy Ruiz guaranteed? We don't know. It's probably a lot, though. And for free TV, you think they got $5 million to pay him to fight whoever? The pay-per-view is like, well, go ahead, sell yourselves. We'll give you this guarantee. You pay-per-view. You a pay-per-view star now. Sell yourself. And these fighters probably believing they can go out there and sell themselves. Sign in whatever back-end deals or whatever, and there don't be no back-end because ain't nobody buying this shit.
This day.
Jesus.
To this day. To this day.
SLK50 TV donated $5 to
Thanks,
T
bro.
Street. Till this day. Till this day. Bomb Squad. Oh yes. Till this day. Till this day. Where did you get that fair use overlay?
Google fair use overlay. Thank you for the $5. But it's like, okay, all right. Are you going to be, okay, April the 24th. It's going to be pretty nice out. COVID restrictions are lifting. Are Mexicans and Hispanics going to be having barbecues and get-togethers? And they're going to be like, yo, we back. That motherfucking Ruiz Arreola fight on the night. Yeah, it's going to be fire. Chris Arreola is likely going to get beat the fuck up. But is that a fight that's going to bring the people out? That's going to be like, yo, that fight on the night. We got to watch that shit. What does it mean? It don't even mean nothing. This looks like to me, like those rumors that were coming out that Chris Arreola owed Al Heyman all those money, and this is like a cash out. Like, all right, bro, time to cash you out. So we'll put you against Ruiz on pay-per-view, get you a little bit of money in your pocket, recoup the money that's owed to me, and then you can go and retire into the sunset. What it looks like to me, man. Omar Figueroa versus Abel Ramos on the undercard, according to Mike Coppinger. You know they're gonna put some more Hispanics on there. But who, like, it just doesn't, $75? Whatever. But who am I? You know, I'm going to cover the damn fight anyway, right? I'm going to cover the fight, so who am I to complain? However, I'm nice to see that Andy Ruiz looking like he's losing. He can't be the weak link in the Eddie Reynoso stable. Jesus.
I swear on God and them and my city Count Drago has just donated $2 through Super Chat.
Don't brag about my
Ruiz
side piece.
versus Ortiz is more interesting still hard sale.
There you go. They could have even gave us fucking Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. But right now, you know what I think it is? It's starting to give a lot of steam to the rumors that PBC is like tight on cash again. You know how it comes up every year, every 2 years, PBC is in trouble. PBC gonna be losing this. It's starting to give because it's like, yo, okay, for one, the quality of their Fox cards, and I cover them, I be watching them shits. Even if I don't do a video, I watch all of the cards. I'll be just sleep on the couch or some shit, or just laying on the couch. The quality of them have been just like, you know, and I get it, COVID, everything, yeah. PBC has a large stable of fighters, not enough dates, yeah. The fighters make a lot of money, yeah. I'm guessing these fighters are guaranteed certain money, yeah. But it's like, people are not going to be paying for this, man. When the people are going to revolt, we're in a day and age where people have got more resourceful. They're sharing logins for Netflix accounts and Hulu accounts and ESPN Plus accounts, and you know, people are learning that they don't need cable anymore. People are learning how to watch these YouTube tutorials to crack their Fire Sticks and all type of shit like that. People are learning to get this shit for free. And it's easier than ever. So when you're doing shit like this, bullshit fights like this is the reason why YouTubers and fucking Mike Tyson and Holyfield can come back and shit on your pay-per-view because y'all putting bullshit out like this. And like, what? Where's the value? To the people who putting it on, it may seem like somewhere they're out of touch. Like, who was the one that said, yo, you know what? Let's motherfucking make Ruiz versus Arreola pay-per-fucking-view. Like, who's that person? They'll be like, yo, that shit gonna be... And who's the person co-signing? Like, yo, that shit, I'm telling you, dog, that shit's fire. Like, what's going on here, man? It's confusing. I'm burning up. Burning up in this hoodie. It's confusing. It doesn't make any sense. This is craziness. This is craziness. You know, and you got to think, in this year, what other pay-per-views that they're going to throw at us, man? Who's Tank Davis going to fight? You know? Who the Charlos going to fight? When are they going to do Errol Spence versus Thurman or Ugas or whoever? You got to think, all of these guys are going to be pay-per-view. Are we heading toward a time where we're going to see a pay-per-view every month? It's looking like it. No, I think it's that Billy Wanger dude, that Fox Sports VP. I think it's him. I think he's the casual. I'm blaming him. But anyway, we got to move on to the next subject, man.